In this lab, we will study two new and very important Solaris 11 features: boot environments and image packaging system. I'm pretty sure they will make your sysadmin's life easier and your systems more robust. Let's start with boot environments. Imagine you are going to change your system's configuration and you are working on some configuration files, and by mistake you just happen to delete several files which are very important for your configuration, and most likely your system won't boot after you lost these files. To be safe, let's create Solaris boot environment which will act as our backup if something goes wrong. You see, it's pretty easy and pretty fast. Let's check. So now we have two boot environments. One is called Solaris and another is called Solaris Backup. You see the column called Active and two letters in this column. Letter N means this boot environment is active now. Letter R means that this boot environment will be active after reboot. Currently, it's our Solaris boot environment. Okay, after we have created our backup, let's do something really stupid. Is it stupid enough? Okay, let's do this. Most likely, our system will become unusable after that. Yes, it did. You see, even ls command does work. Nothing works. Even if you try to reboot your system, you can't do that. The only way to reboot your system now is to power off your virtual machine. Now it's powered off, and let's boot it again. So here is our grub menu, and we know that Oracle Solaris 11 doesn't work anymore. Let's use our Solaris backup. We have to wait a little bit until the system boots. And we are back. Let's check if everything is all right. So far, everything looks great. Let's start our terminal again. I will switch to big letters. Let's check. Okay. So you see we have two boot environments. One is our default Solaris boot environment, which is broken now, and another is Solaris backup. Now let's make sure that next time our system reboots, it will boot the right boot environment. To do that, we have to activate our Solaris backup boot environment. Again, that was pretty fast. And now you can check that your Solaris boot environment, Solaris backup boot environment, is active at the reboot. Also, you may notice that there are some changes in the sizes of boot environments. So you see which boot environment is active after reboot will take more space than another boot environment. So as soon as Solaris boot environment is broken, we don't need it anymore. So let's just remove it. If you want, you can keep your Solaris backup boot environment till the rest of your lab, but maybe you will want to create new boot environment which will be called Solaris and make it active. So now you can be sure that next time your system reboots, you will get your default Solaris boot environment. You may want to think about using boot environments for other system administrative tasks, like updating your systems and installing new packages or changing configuration. We will leave it for your homework. In our last exercise of this lab, we will combine features of boot environments and image packaging system together. Imagine we want to install some packages and update our system, but we want to preserve our current system, our current boot environment. So first of all, we will create new boot environment for our updated system, which will be a clone from our current boot environment. And then to install packages into that boot environment, we have to mount it. Now you can check what's available at /mnt, the normal Solaris root file system. And now we want to install, say, the same IPS package, but we want to install it into the updated boot environment. We use -R and /mnt to tell the packaging system that we want to install not in our current boot environment, but in the boot environment which is mounted at /mnt. Okay, it is installed, but it installed in a separate boot environment, not in our current boot environment. You can make sure that IPS is not found here, but then you want to activate your Solaris updated boot environment, and you can reboot it into your Solaris updated boot environment and then make sure that IPS is available there. The same method can be used when updating your system, not just installing packages. And in that case, your downtime will be just your reboot time. Imagine how much time can you save by using image packaging system together with boot environments. Thank you, and start working on your lab. Good luck.